3. But if you go for this camp first, you get level 2 right away, but then getting level 3 is going to be very difficult. I gotta say, I don't like this opening already. If I'm being completely honest. AM gets super strong on level 3 with the Watch Elementals. Specifically when it comes to cancelling expansions, but not just that, also when it comes to dealing with ghouls. Which is why normally for the top humans like 40, the priority is to get level 3 fast. Maybe Infi can still manage that here, even if he's not getting it early on from the first camp. Ghouls taking more damage here than necessary. So the idea is, the AM wants to harass with level 2, mess with the creeping. But if Labby manages this well, this should not really be any big losses for him. But he took too much damage on the 2 ghouls. This is a small mistake early on. He's going to lose this ghoul as well. Had to use the Nova on the creep. Not the perfect start for LabyRinth. While we have the expansion now starting production. So 2 small mistakes by Labby. He lost 1 ghoul early on, and he took too much damage from the creeps. He wanted to take the damage on the creeps, or from the creeps, on the skellies. This is the thing he didn't do correctly. Taking out a ghoul here, though. That's a bit more experience. And you can see the AM is very much stuck on level 2 for the time being. This could backfire on him later. We'll see how it's going to work out. Once the Narrow is up here, it's going to be difficult for the human to attack this position. But there's an upside to this. And the upside is the Expo is up nice and early. Next goal has to be to get AM level 3. But indeed, that might be tough. Here comes the Haunted. Labby has to keep ghoul production up all the time. And now some militia coming from the main base, but only 2 looking to keep this Expo safe. Footy's hurt already. We don't have a shop yet. Good Nova. Gotta find 2 kills on the peasants right away. And it's only been a single ghoul dying so far this game. This might be the next one. But it's denied as well. Experience is really important in this matchup. As mentioned before, the level 3 timing. Crucially important. Lich needs to get more Rod. Rod of Necromancy, very necessary to keep the Lich supplied with mana. Also Boots of Speed are a big help. Get more ghouls moving out. Infi, still not level 3. A big ghoul attack towards his expansion could still cause problems. If the Lich creeps this camp, that would be level 3 for him. Or perhaps even this one. This is not the right camp. This is not the right camp to creep for Labby. This is not enough for 3. Or am I wrong? Is this enough for 3? It's pretty close. I think it's going to be a little bit short. That 1 footy kill should be enough for the level up finally. Labby has a good opportunity here for a potent counterattack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can go for boots now as well. The expansion is up finally. Tech can be started, but we see Infi is going to be ahead on tech and is finally now getting his level 3. It's taking a little while. Good scout from the footy. Sees the coming ghoul army. The has to keep spamming the Dark Ritual. I think there also he was a little bit slower. That's level 3. But not the most mana at all on the Lich. Decent position for the human. Decent position for the undead. I think this is a pretty even game so far. Tech lead on the human just by a little bit. Of course, it is a rather big expansion lead. Read and scroll here. Wonderful. Healing up all the ghouls. Again, Dark Ritual. You have to spam it all the time. If you spam Dark Ritual all the time, Lich has crazy mana regen. He has more mana regen than the Archmage if he spams Ritual. But here he sends the Skellies away and again doesn't use Dark Ritual. These are small mistakes that are adding up over time on Labby. Ghouls. Not defending right now. And look at the Lich. He's out of mana. In this defense, you want to have 3 Novas ready to defend, but he only had 1. And that is a lot of trouble now to his expansion. Early game ghouls, always something that Infi was known for. The threat that he can provide with that. And ghouls are starting to fall. AM getting closer a little to the level 4. One more Nova is ready finally now. Gonna be some footies going down as well. It certainly seemed like more ghouls were going down. And this ghoul pulled back too late. That's one more loss. You see these small mistakes? It's small mistakes, but they're adding up over time. It's not the perfect play that we see from Happy. Still a playable position, surely. Lich level 5 can make up for a lot. The solo Lich can really take over the late game. This is where the Undead can take the advantage in the very late game, because level 5 Lich is stronger than level 5 Archmage. Dark Ritual off cooldown. You see it up here. You want to have that almost never off cooldown. You want to spam the ritual. Like right here, for example. Where are the rituals? Lich is too low mana. And we have a Panda second, by the way. More aggression from the Panda with the Breath of Fire. Where is the ritual? Labby. A little bit too slow here. Finally used the ritual, but that was again like half a minute maybe where he didn't use the ritual. You want to spam that thing on cooldown. Archmage quite hurt here, but he had the heal scroll. And now we got tech coming up. It's going to be no Mountain King then for the late game. Tower here also a little bit late. Will now be a help soon against these footmen, of which of course we had a ton. So many footies. And again, Dark Ritual off cooldown. Where are the skellies? Where's the Dark Ritual? Where is the mana? It hurts me. It hurts me. Labby, why aren't you using Ritual? Please. Going tier 3 now, finds himself quite far behind. Almost 2 minutes behind in tech. Dave Holder with the resub. Thank you. Guys, he's still not using Dark Ritual. What is going on? You have skellies. You have Rod. Pretty big mistakes here in the Lich micro department, to be honest.
Show me the Dark Ritual.
Yeah, I agree. Show me the Dark Ritual, bro. Where is it? Oh, Lich, again, like a split second too late. He could have Nova'd from further away. There, Labby, also a little bit off the mark. He could have gotten level 4 here. And he's always out of mana. He's always out of mana. Because he's not spamming Ritual enough. DK level 2 early is nice. Panda, though, also creeping on, trying to get that level 3. We have triple racks, double workshop. Pally third. The thing is, late game Undead has pretty good weapons against Paladin, because they have AoE healing from DK, and statues, and possibly also the Ritual Dagger. Plus heal scrolls, of course. Lich finally got level 4. And this again is where he's supposed to have Roto Necromancy, and is supposed to keep spamming that Dark Ritual. I think I need to give Labby a private call after this game today, and tell him about Dark Ritual. We got the first Staff of Sanctuary. The first of possibly 3 later on. And tier 3 about to be ready on both sides. Ghouls shouldn't really cut down these trees here, so it's harder for the knights to get to the gold mine. It's a minor thing, but it's a thing that could matter. Happy lately has been playing Cryptlord third against the Knight army, but here we see a Dreadlord. which is going to be a much worse tank. But if he gets level 4, it's going to be crazy strong. That's, of course, far away. Infi trying to go for the expansion attack. Lots of building damage, of course, thanks to the panda.
Players' forces are under attack.
Labby taking a while again here to react, but almost didn't lose anything so far. But ghouls going down means less lumber. And Labby is struggling a bit with lumber at the moment. DK can be much more careless with his positioning because there's no strongbolt to punish him. Statue micro, also something that Labby was criticized for in the past. You want to have the statues always right behind the fiends, of course, for optimum use. That's one night kill here. But still struggling a bit with levels. DK needs that level 3. Dreadlord is finally out with sleep first.
Are under attack.
And we're starting to get tanks. Panda tanks. Be a lot of building destruction in the end. Lots of bonus acolytes here, by the way. Labby seems to be a bit unsure of what he wants to focus. The panda is the toughest thing to kill here in this army. That is probably not the right target. And so far it's only Labby losing units, it seems. With the fire, more damage. Next statue about to go down. A lot of damage on these fiends. Infi's playing this pretty well. Getting another kill here. Getting Archmage level 4. Infi has a big lead here as we're moving into the late game. Labby just a little too shaky in a bunch of things. But if he gets Lich level 5, I'm telling you, Lich level 5 can make up for a lot. And mana's low now on Infi. And where are the A-bombs? You always want to have some A-bombs in the mix. Imagine there was Disease Cloud being spread this whole time. Oh, we got tanks over at the expansion. Ghouls have to react. 4 ghouls in total, by the way. Not a very healthy number. Labby is getting outplayed a bit. Not on the necessary level here on the first map. Two tanks only don't do much, especially without attack upgrades. Bit of a waste, perhaps. But the Knight Army is getting stronger and stronger. 2-1 already. More upgrades could still be researched. No Shredder. Ah, I see. No Shredder makes going for upgrades for Infi a bit difficult, but actually he's got the 3rd upgrade, attack upgrade, already queued. Dreadlord so far has done nothing, basically. Maybe the thought is for Labby, if this game goes super late, the Carrion Swarm would be a big help against gyros and tanks. But I think it's pretty clear by now that against Knights, the Cryptlord is way better. Impale already decent on level 1. And once Cryptlord gets level 2, he becomes very, very tanky. Sleep can be a playmaking specialty ability, though. We do get lots of Knights now, by the way. Lots of tanks, I mean. No lumber all the time on Labby. Losing another ghoul here. That one also not microed perfectly. Drukon with the resub. Thank you very much. Banshees, of course, will be a strong counter to Knights, but don't really help against the tanks. One more fiend goes down. Little by little, the Undead army is being whittled away. This almost looks too easy for Infi. Lich Supposed to be level 5 at this point in the game. He didn't accelerate well enough in the early game. Too slow to reach level 4, too slow to get more kills. And honestly, a lot of this game comes down to not enough ritual Dark Ritual. Knights keeping the undead army busy, and the tanks here seem to be breaking through. And the Breath of Fire, I'm ready in a moment. I like the armor upgrade on the Fiends, that helps a lot actually. But doesn't help enough. Infi wins map number 1. Good play by Infi. Nothing crazy, but good play by Infi. And not the best play by Labby. Bull Gaming TV with the resub. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to start the Gamba right there. We will have Gamba for the next map. And that is going to be Labby's choice. Good map, I think, nowadays for human, for undead actually, is Echo Isles. Turns out that mercenaries are looking really good with Lich these days. Northern Isles, also a strong map for undead. And possibly Turtle Rock, if you know how to beat Pally Rifles. All right, we're waiting for... Oh, wait. Oof. Gotta leave the lobby. My bad. We were hoping that this was going to be the highlight of the day. Map number 1 didn't really exactly look like it. Labby needs to clean up his play, otherwise this is going to be a loss for him today. But this is something that might echo a play day that happened 2 days ago, when Team Happy played versus Team 40. No, wait, that's not true. Was it Team Happy versus Team Lin? Ah, yeah, it was Team Happy versus Team Lin, when Sok got the first map lead, and then Labby brought it back with 2-1. But you gotta have good execution. You gotta be on point with your Lich. You gotta hit level 2, 3, and 4 on time. And you got to use Dark Ritual. Please, Labby, use Dark Ritual. It is extremely necessary. We're going for Last Refuge, the second map. This is a map where sometimes undeads, because of the availability of Mercamp, go for specialty heroes. We've seen DK Fast Expo here before. We've seen even Dreadlord Fast Expo. Dreadlord has the craziest cap late game as a first hero, if he ever gets level 5, but it's hard to get there. Of course, we know that Labby is a bit of a Dreadlord specialty player. But the safest choice would still be just Lich in the end. Okay, I gotta restart the overlay here real quick. Important point in this clan war here. The winner of this series will lead the team to match point. Ah, there we go. Now we got the overlay back. Infi, of course, with a 1-0 lead. Good play on map 1. Seems like there's no really other choice than Archmage first for human these days in this matchup. So here it is indeed AM again. It is the Dreadlord. Oh, baby. Okay, okay, okay. Specialty hero by Labby. Alright, and with that, the equation is pretty simple. Labby has to survive. Has to hold on to 2 bases. Has to creep and keep getting kills. And not die until he gets level 5. On level 5, the Dreadlord becomes insanely strong. Makes gyros impossible. Makes tanks impossible. Makes winning for human very hard. Not impossible, but difficult.
A player's forces are under attack.
We got a footy scout over here, trying to mess with a merc camp creep. Of course, sleeps around, can easily find footy kills early on. And that's valuable 40 experience right away. A little bit of a jump start. Dreadlord could also creep this camp here, but he is going to go for the natural instantly, apparently. Acolyte a little behind, but should still get up the tower pretty quickly. And Infi is not going for the merc camp creep. Very weird. Normally that's so strong for human. Why? You can creep this camp first, get the Shadow Priest, get the Berserker, get a second Shadow Priest. Especially when the opponent has a weak hero like Dreadlord, you want to be aggressive normally against him right away. With mercs.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sleep on the High Priest makes creeping this camp a lot easier. As you can see, no heal, no inner fire. Dreadlord losing a lot of his mana early on. But indeed, that creep was pretty easy so far. Items are not the best. A bit of damage, a bit of attack speed. Archmage is very close now to level 3. And it's going to find one easy cancel. Little ghoul gang moving out, trying to punish the peasants. But 2 footies are back here defending. That's pretty neat. Dreadlord gets level 3. And this might be the first surround on the Archmage. We have a Shadow Priest here, by the way. Could be an easy kill on the Water Elemental. Carrion Swarm used just for 2 units. Doesn't even get the footy. That was a big waste of mana. Dreadlord, similar to the Warden, you gotta be really careful with your mana usage. And the AM knows the ghouls are retreating. And that's gonna be level 3 for him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dreadlord going for the brutes here, something he certainly needs. Oh, ghoul might actually survive, thanks to the Nerub. And that's no level 3 yet. There's also a Berserker now. And that's a big deal. There's no Berserker on the human side. And still no level 3. We have 1 Dispel still available on the Shadow Priest. This might be the expansion finishing. Big moment in the game now for Labby. With his Haunted Goldmine coming up. It's a huge difference, the fact that the AM isn't level 3. And this is because he didn't creep the Merc Camp. I think that's a big mistake by Infi here early with the creep route. Oh, but might get the ghoul here. Oh, if he knew how big this deny is. And again, could have denied it if he was a bit faster. But Labby, a bit too slow here on the reaction. But at least the expansion seems to be finishing. Got a new Shadow Priest. Is of course the big help early game against the Archmage. The Spull, number 1 comes in. Shadow Priest now is allowed to die because out of mana. Oh, surround on the Archmage. It's going to force the TP, and the Shadow Priest does survive. Okay, that was well done. I've been criticizing Labby a lot today, but that was well done. Credit where credit is due. But still, seems like Infi's ahead. Taking up already. Expansion has been finished for a long time. Under tech, though, not too far behind. And the Dreadlord is getting good experience here. Also a big reason why this map is good for Dreadlord, not just Merc Camp, but also there's a ton of creeps. Tons of leveling available. Ooh, look at these footies, by the way.
A player's forces are under attack.
All pretty hurt. Dreadlord has to manage his mana carefully, of course. He's got only one Carrion Swarm here. And other than that, he's going to be dry for a long time. Well, looking for the sentry with the dust, but didn't quite spot it on the high ground. Shadow Priest in the front line. Oh, a little bit scary. One Carrion Swarm, that's it for the mana. Dreadlord gets level 4, but doesn't have another Carrion ready. Daytime now. More mercenaries become available. Second Berserker, I think, also. And Infi never has Berserkers. This early game could have been so much stronger for Infi if only he had Berserkers. This is really how he shot himself in the foot. Was he expecting Labby to play one base aggressive? Because unless the Undead plays one base aggressive, there's no reason not to go for the Merc Camp, really. And of course, now the race to level 5 is on. If Dreadlord gets level 5, I'm predicting Labby's gonna win this map. If by that point he is not super far behind. Lots of mercenaries here for Labby. We got the Mud Golem. Hello, little Muddy. Tier 3 coming up. Infi managing his lumber very well. Despite no shredder here, has a lot of secondary resource available. Whoops! That's not where the footies want to be. Bonk. Oh, nice timing here on the tower. Spirit Tower finishes, but classic Infi. He has defend, of course. With the Dreadlord back home, this should be pretty easy defense. And now we have tier 2 finish. This means mana potions. And mana potions are insanely important for the Dreadlord. Mana and experience. Mana and experience. That's what it's all about. But we have a DK second, so no longer solo experience for the Dreadlord. I feel like Labby isn't creeping enough. He could have crept this camp, this camp, this camp. Maybe even gone for a sleep surround on the Ogre Lord. Seems to me like he's playing a bit too passively here, just waiting for Infi's attack, trying to react. Gargoyle is very popular with Dreadlord because there is no gyros available really, or gyros are difficult to make work against Dreadlord. Mud Golem should cast another slow. Trying to kill the Mountain King here. There could be a TP past, maybe. Trying to fight his way out. Heal Scroll. Can he pass the TP? Oh, last second. He didn't sleep the Archmage. If he slept the Archmage, could have gotten the kill here as well. These are the small mistakes that are costing Labby in this series. He's gonna get the camp here. Only Scroll of the Beast though. That's gonna be sold. Level 5 is still pretty far away. It is Gargs, by the way. Double Crypt, Gargoyles. I think that makes sense, absolutely, with the Dreadlord. With sleep, you can creep so well. Also, this lab, if he just sleeps the High Priest, he can creep super easily. Alright, one coil steel here. Gargoyles flying in.
Player's forces are under attack.
Have the range advantage, of course. Carrion Swarm did not get the kill. And now we got triple hero on the human side. Big advantage. Labby here, I think, fighting at the wrong time. Nice micro on the gyro. Gets that one away. And it's two Gargs dying for no exchange. Mana potion on the Dreadlord. Has to use it to get all these peasant kills. Oh, Labby struggling. Mana potion. There we go. One more kill. Staff used even just on the footman. Holy light. Holy light. Okay, never mind. We finally got the Lich. Joining already. Coil Nova Carrion Swarm, of course, crazy in the ultra late game. If these heroes get to 5-3-3, that is insane power on the undead. And there's still lots of creeps on the map. I still think there should be more creeping. More ghouls joining from the main base. Upgrades will be very important as well. Ring, nice item for the DK. Claws. Be given to the Lich. And this camp is going to give big experience right here. More experience also being picked up by Infi. Level 4 Archmage, level 2 Mountain King. Still lacking the big levels here. Big item from the red. These items can make a big difference. What do we have here? I can't see it. Warsong Battle Drums. Good item. Not insane. Best item would be move speed probably for Infi. He gets cost plus 12. That is actually kind of weak for him. Dreadlord now very close to level 5. We have a lot of gyros already over here available to defend the expansion. TP coming in right away. Carrion Swarm hits the gyros here partly, but of course they're not dead yet. Dreadlord could still creep more. Labby doesn't have pressure to get active. He can just creep. The late game belongs to him. Needs to get heal scrolls against the gyros. This game is looking good for Labby, I think. Level 5 now seems to be a guarantee. He should not stop creeping with the Dreadlord. Level 5 is too important. And he's about to get it. Alright, the Dreadlord strat has reached its destination. The late game is here. Are you really not going to creep level 5 now, dude? You are so close. Like, this camp. This camp is level 5, bro. Lots of gyros. Beating Dreadlord with gyros is extremely, extremely hard. There we go. Finally. Level 5 achieved. And now we are in for fireworks. Mana potions should be getting purchased by the Dreadlord now. Got a shop over here at the expo. Not just Carrion Swarm is great, also Sleep is great, if you time it right. And now, of course, Labby wants to fight. He's got a third base coming up. The Carrion Swarm is crazy good. Also against peasants. Is he going to use it? Oh, yes he does. Bad position here for Labby. Probably going to have to TP out. Indeed he is. One gargoyle goes down, but way better trade for Labby. Taking out the peasants, taking out the towers. Infi's in a tough spot now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Third base not too far off. Dreadlord does have a mana potion now. Absolutely terrifying with that carrion. Lich almost level 3. Coil Nova Carrion Swarm also will be super strong. So many gyros. Holy. Infi's hoping to overpower the air with an insane amount of gyros. Carrion Swarm, big damage. And of course, we're playing around the cooldowns here. But he's going in for the gargoyles. Not kiting away anymore. Oh, Labby, what are you doing? The DK is out of position as well. Lich gets level 3 now. Carrion Swarm getting more kills. Labby should have just kept running away. Keep using the spell on cooldown. Starting a transition now into Fiends, by the way. Fiend, Banshee, which I think is totally unnecessary. He could just stay on Gargoyles and just fly away when the gyros come in. DK has been identified as the weak target. But we got the third base up and mining. Crazy income now for Labby. And he just lost a lot, of course. He wants to rebuild. Of course, if the Dreadlord gets level 6, then the ultimate is going to put the final icing on the cake. Oh, Militia Scout here. We'll be seeing the expansion, but it's been up a while already. And if Infi goes over there to attack, then the counterattack will most likely be coming in.
A town is under siege.
There's no more teams ready against the Fiend Banshee, but there are still lots of knights. 1-2 upgraded. Now we should also add 1 or 2 A-bombs. Disease Cloud should not be underestimated. Good play here by Infi. Just using 1 knight to harass the acolytes up here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now the peasants, though, are again exposed. Labby, again a little bit slow here to go in. Could be going in here, kill all the peasants and TP out easily.
A town is under siege.
Oh, Labby is starting to struggle. Not moving correctly, not using the carrion, not using the Nova. But he's TPing up north. Coil Nova on one, sleep on the other. Where's the sleep, Labby? It's a lot of small mistakes by Labby that I'm afraid might lose him this game in the end. But it's still very much up for grabs. Lots of gold on Labby. 70 supply, going for master training. Carrion Swarm. Alright, that was good damage. Dreadlord is getting surrounded here. Gonna TP away. And the Destroyers being pulled back again a little bit late. Oh, Lich almost getting caught in a surround. Carrion Swarm there, getting 3 kills. Wolves coming for the harass, but there's still a Watch Elemental here. Paying attention. Now we got the Master Banshees. Labby felt like he had to stay passive until he had the Banshees, but now he's got him. And indeed, there's absolutely 0 counter to Banshees. But he should add some A-bombs still. 2 A-bombs with disease. Worth a lot. Alright, but here we go. Banshees don't have enough mana for the possession, actually. The DK taking a lot of damage early on. Focusing the Mountain King. Mountain King again. The hardest hero, the hardest thing to kill. Oh, Labby's Fiend kiting. It's always been his weakness. Not looking amazing. He's hoping to get enough mana finally for the possession. Oh, Labby, you are fumbling hard this late game. Where's the mana? Statues, mana. And now Infi has a ton of gold. Oh, Labby. If he had just stayed on Gargoyles, gotten more upgrades, and defended the third base, this could have been a pretty easy game for him. unnecessarily felt the need to go into Banshees and Fiends. But it's still a Dreadlord. Labby can still win this. Especially if he gets level 6. He wins almost guaranteed. But now it's difficult to find the kills. DK level 4. Good level up there. And the mains are about to run out, by the way. Kind of surprised to see no mortar teams yet by Infi, because you do need mortars in the end against Banshees. Maybe he's going to wait to mine out and then make mortar teams. Yeah, we got frag shots coming now.
Under attack.
At least now the Banshees are getting mana from the statues, as they should. Labby can try to set up an expansion again. He's got enough resources. Could also unsummon some buildings. A-bomb added too late. This one's going to go down right away. In comes the TP. Could try some possessions now. Possess, possess. Nope, again too slow. Labby is just a bit too slow today. Good scouting by the gyros here. Seeing a possible expo attempt. But Dreadlord is level 5.5. If we see in the big fight lots of kills both ways, this Infernal could indeed win the game. MK though close to 5. That's a very scary level up as well. But he doesn't have Clap. Normally you want to have Clap in the end game. Archmage now getting level 5. Oh. Tank. Free kill. Free experience. Good experience for the Dreadlord. Ideally he would like to pull the Lich away now in the DK to get Dreadlord solo XP. But that also something he is not considering. And here come the mortar teams. Ah, level 3 aura on the Archmage. True. Yeah, level 3 aura is very good. Level 3 water elementals in this ultra late game, not that amazing anymore, perhaps.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, we'll mind out. Nobody's expanding anymore. What you see is what you get. Last camp on the map. It's going to be Lich level 4. Ring found here, very good for the DK. No, wait, it wasn't ring, it was something else. Okay. Long, epic game. That, honestly, Labby should have won a long time ago. But Labby's mistakes make this close. Telestaff. Gyros. Gonna eat one Carrion Swarm. That's one more kill. A little bit more experience. Where are the mortar teams? Here they are. We have 4 mortar teams total. They're gonna be the key units against these Banshees. Oh, Carrion Swarm. Coil takes out 1. Oh, takes out 2 right away. Big kills against the mortar teams. Infi not protecting his ranged units perfectly for just a moment, getting punished heavily. And the Red Lord is getting closer. And the Banshees now have lots of mana. Possessions coming in right away. Carrion Swarm in the back. Mortar teams cannot be attacked at the moment. Coil Nova on the mortar teams. 1 goes down. And a lot of knights being stolen. And all of a sudden, Labby taking the big supply lead. He didn't play the mid game perfectly at all, but it might still be enough in the end. Looks like it is going to be enough in the end. Alright, Infi GG's out. And the Banshees, in the end, do complete their task. 25,000 damage on this Dreadlord. I was getting worried for Labby. This was a decent early game. Then a mediocre mid game. But the late game of the Dreadlord is still absolutely insane. Yeah, I think the biggest mistake here by Infi was the creep route. Not opening up the Merc camp is really weird. And I think that's just straight up a big mistake. He probably had some reasons to not go Merc camp. But I think whatever the reasons are, it's the wrong reasons, to be honest. And so we are gonna get to a third map decider. Which maps are left, I wonder? What is gonna be the third map here that we're gonna go to find our decision? Echo Isles is a map we see a lot these days. Concealed Hill as well. Hammerfall, of course, we already saw. Northern Isles we see a fair amount. And Tidehunters. Normally Terranas, Turtle Rock, and Twisted are almost vetoed, almost always vetoed. If it's Turtle Rock, then we're going to switch to War3 Champions again. There's also an All the Randoms tournament going on right now between Starbuck and Lawlight, apparently. Interesting. All right, we got the map invite, and it is Tidehunters. Indeed, a map we see a lot in this matchup. Pretty even map, I would say. Normally nowadays, the humans are not allowed to creep the lab anymore if the undead harass or scouts properly. And that makes level 3 Archmage not that easy to achieve. Level 3 timing, absolutely crucial here, once again. And if we're going to see a Lich, then also Dark Ritual. Mortars is never the counter to Banshees. Interesting. Well, I think the #1 player in the world, Fortitude, would disagree with you. But there in this game, indeed, the Mortars did really well. The really difficult thing with Mortars in that late game is there's so much nuke available against Mortar teams. It's not just Coil Nova, it's Coil, Nova, Carrion Swarm. So if the Mortar teams are ever in range, they are so hard to keep alive. And of course, in this game, resources were running out. You could only ever go for 4 Mortar teams. That's the thing with Dreadlord 5. Once Dreadlord gets level 5, it is so hard for human. That's why normally you want to beat the Dreadlord early. Heavy aggression, mercenaries, AM level 3, push, push, push. Yeah, I think that the choice of not going Merc camp early was indeed very off the mark. Merc camp will not be a consideration on Tidehunters, though, where there is no mercenary camp available. All right. Who's going to take the lead in this clan war? Is it going to be Infi for Team 120 or Labby for Team Happy? Archmage opening. We knew that, of course. Is it going to be the Lich? That seems the most likely on this map. And indeed it is. So normally nowadays, especially exactly like we see here, the Acolyte is kept on the high ground. If Infi goes for the footy pull, then the Acolyte is going to pull the creeps back and try to prevent the easy lab creep. Is Infi still going to attempt this? Oh, perhaps he will. Playing a little game of chicken here. Infi pretending like he's going to do it, but not gonna do it. And now Labby figuring it out. So it's just gonna be a conventional creep route by Infi here early on.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lich not going for the instant expansion. He's creeping one smaller camp first. Wants to get more closely to level 3. And like I said, level 3 timing is going to be a crucial point here in this game. Again, too much damage taken on the ghouls. Skellies taking no damage here at the start. A small mistake by Labby. We'll see if it becomes relevant. Archmage items, certainly not the best. Ring and gloves on him. Acolyte. About to go down here. And here comes the Archmage for the harass. Bit of a stressful start for the human. For the undead, I mean. Ziggurat cancelled. Second Acolyte started late. This one should have been made right away. That's a good start for Infi. He's setting up his tower on his side of the map. The creeps here are still alive. Rod off cooldown. Not allowed. You have to spam Rod on cooldown. One footy does go down here though. Ziggurat now coming up, but the expansion lead is again going to be with Infi, clearly. No ghouls have gone down yet. And again, Dark Ritual available. Where's the Dark Ritual, bro? He's doing it again. There we go, finally. Alright, that was a good surround. Traps the Water Elemental. It's going to get him close to the level up. Ghoul here scouting, putting a bit of pressure on the Archmage. And now 1 footy might be enough for the level up. Indeed it is. Gets the level 3 lead. Now Labby has to get back to the shop and get Rod of Necromancy again. Going for an early graveyard. Very early. He has lots of gold to spend, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe the graveyard was a bit too early. Boots do help him, though. Now the Archmage trying to get his own level 3 over at the green. Oh, and there's no Rod. No Rod on the Lich for a long time. That's not good. You want to have Rod all the time, normally. Infi doing a good job here, defending his peasants. He knows if he's not here with the army, the ghouls are going to have a feast against the workers. Now he has to start eating ghouls. Lich is out of mana. You have to start eating ghouls. If you don't have skellies, you have to eat ghouls. The main thing is you have to eat. Come on, man. Eat the ghoul. Use the Nova. Ghoul's now applying quite a bit of pressure here. No tech yet, but... Wait, you forgot about the Acolytes. Oh, Labby forgot about the Acolytes.
Player's forces are under
It's, again, a lot of small mistakes. Gonna be a noticeable tech lead on the human side. Archmage finally got level 3. Took him a long time, but now he's got it. A lot of hurt ghouls here, by the way. Might be available for pickoff, but AM is hurt, so that makes things dangerous for him. Lich getting distracted by this water elemental quite a long time. Needs the rod, needs to get back to the expansion, needs to defend, needs to micro. Of course, it's difficult to manage all this perfectly. You need to be fast. And Labby is looking a bit slow today. Slow the Archmage with the tower. You can force the TP here easily. And this is Acolytes going down unnecessarily. This could have been all prevented. This guy not microing the Acolyte. I'm sorry that I'm sounding so critical, but it is very obvious that Labby is making a lot of big mistakes here. He started the tech, so he's going to be stuck on only 3 Acolytes for a long time. Infi has the shop up, so he can heal right away. That's great for him. And he started teching a long time ago. To be honest, it doesn't seem like Labby deserves to win this map unless he starts playing a lot better.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lich, though, once he gets level 4, will become a lot stronger. This is where you want to keep fighting, keep creeping, whatever you can do to get more experience, to get that level up. Goldmine taking a long time to be saturated. We're going to compare in a moment here. 10,900 versus 9,400. Wow. 1,500 gold difference. Absolutely huge. And we have a lot of footies showing up. There is defend as well. Ooh, these footies are tough to deal with. Strong attack by Infi. Good scroll the beast though. Nova on the water elemental. And Lich again finds himself out of mana. Finds himself out of Rod of Necromancy. Never got the Telly Staff. And this is how Infi's gonna get far ahead again. He got the heal potion here. He's got the heal scroll here. But of course everything is slowly healing. Oh, that heal scroll. Oh my god, that heal scroll. Recovering so much HP. Nova! Oh! Oh, Archmage gets killed out of nowhere. He didn't think he was in kill range yet. Oh, that's a big kill. Lich now level 4. That could be tons of mana. Could easily eat a fiend here. Lich again struggling with low mana.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 far ahead for the human, of course. That hero kill got Labby a bit back in the game. If not for that, the game would probably be over. But the pressure isn't over yet. Infi keeps on attacking. No mana left though. He's gonna have to TP out now. Losing a few more footmen, but he got so much value out of the footies. If he had saved the Archmage, this would have been the perfect early game. But losing the Archmage was painful. We look at the Lich. He's level 4.4. This could indeed be quite the fast level up to 5. Decent number of fiends now. Panda far ahead in experience compared to the DK. Ideally now the Death Knight would like to creep solo. The Lich would like to harass. But he doesn't know where Infi is right now. Infi's creeping up here. Smaller camps where there's not even any items to be found. So Labby unable to find the opponent at the moment. Labby on the lookout, but Infi is not presenting anything. I am close level 4 here, that's quite nice. And Labby's checking everywhere. Everywhere except for the north. Tanks coming. Or so far, singular. One tank. And another attack into the base. Another tower is being upgraded here. Still not very helpful against the defense footies, of course. Labby gonna pick up the item. TP home. Ankh is pretty nice for him. Could be more experience here for the Lich again. Nova. Coil. Alright. Almost nothing died here, actually. Now it's going to be about the creeps in the south. And production begins fully. Triple racks, night production. No gyros yet. Infi stuck in the main base. Trying to open up the gates. There we go. Lich got the orb. What is the third hero gonna be? Labby pretty far behind in supply. Ghoul numbers again low. That means not much lumber and not much easy base defense against tanks. Of which we're getting more and more. Dreadlord third again though. Labby still trusting in the Dreadlord. Playing the Dreadlord every single map here. Lionhorn, good item there as well. DK getting level 3 and the Lich getting very close to level 5. Wound bracers. Wonderful item, especially for the Pally. Panda lacking a bit still for level 3. This might be a base race game, by the way. Tanks and Panda, very good at taking out buildings. And Fiends, not very good against tanks. Not very good at all. Larry's gonna have to TP home here once again. 2 tanks, but with no attack upgrades yet, so these tanks aren't really that scary. He has to focus the knights though, doesn't he? He's gonna try to take out the first tank, but there's a staff. We have only one staff though, so now the knights are somewhat exposed. Going again for the panda. Oh, going for the panda kill, and he might get him! Sleep on the Archmage, but the staff is on cooldown anyways. When the knights finding big damage against these fiends. Fiend kiting again, looking off. Great trading, fantastic trading on the human side. Killed fiends and ghouls. 3 fiends at least. And didn't lose anything, I think. Labby's big weakness, the fiend kiting here, being displayed again. He's going more into statues. Do we have gyros anywhere? In fact, we don't have gyros at the moment. Destroyers will be able to own the knights in one fight before the gyros come out. Lich level 5. That's the big level up. That powers him up into overdrive. No TP at the moment on Labby. Should get that in a moment. Could also pull the Lich away to not steal experience. Alright, he does do that. Dreadlord. Gonna get close to level 2 here, right? Or is it enough? Oh, it is enough for level 2. Helm of Valor. Decent item for him. We got tanks in the main base. And this is why you want to have a good number of Frenzy Ghouls. Frenzy Ghouls, decent counterattacks. Not amazing, but decent. Oh, you can see the Nova does hurt quite a bit. and will need it to survive there. And this is where the Dreadlord comes in handy. The Carrion Swarm, of course, very good against the tanks. This is a lot of experience. It's going to be 3 tanks going down. And look at the experience jumping up here. Of course, Infi is using this time to creep in the south. Lich should be harassing. There is no Stormbolt to punish the Lich. He should be harassing the human all the time. DK level 4. We got 1 wagon. We got more tanks coming, by the way. Infi going pretty hard into tanks here. Lich doing this well now. This is a good play with the Lich. The level 5 Nova, indeed a big threat. Human heroes low on mana. And forces the TP here. A lot of damage on the knights. Second staff will have to be purchased. But the Dreadlord is about to get level 3. This camp and this camp should be enough. Perhaps the green will be necessary as well. I would love to see Lich eat more aggressively. Eat fiends if he has to. Just make sure you have mana. It's all about mana in this late game. That's level 3. Huge level up there on the Dreadlord. Seems like Labby is stabilizing in mid-game and late game. The early game was pretty shaky by him. We're TPing up. Got wagons in position. And there's absolutely no counter to destroyers right now. Oh, Lich lagging a bit behind. Third base not really getting set up yet. I don't think it's been spotted yet. Labby is low on lumber. Might need some more rules. Carrion Swarm Nova can do a lot of damage here. Third armor upgrade coming for the tanks and knights. It's going to be really heavy upgrades on both sides. Has to get the wagons into the main base. Eats the Fiend for more mana. I like that a lot. One thing that's missing here is A-bombs with Disease Cloud. Wagons now coming again a little bit late. But they should be in time to defend against the tanks. The wagons need to focus properly. Destroy the beast, lots of damage as well. Destroyer being morphed again. Black Citadel might be going down. Perhaps not the most painful thing to lose. It's a lot of damage, a lot of experience, excuse me, from the tanks could also be coming to LabyRinth. This game is certainly not over yet. A lot of tanks going down. A knight over here also almost falling. Ghoul's doing a good job here, actually. And tank does fall. It gives experience. Dreadlord getting a bit closer to 4. DK pretty close to 5 already. And of course, this expansion is going to run out way sooner than this one. That is the challenge here for Infi. He's going more into gyros. Labby should not make the mistake of over-investing in destroyers. Unless he trusts in his Dreadlord Carrion Swarm. But for that, his Fiend kiting would have to look very strong, which, to be honest, normally it doesn't. Tanks now with 3 armor upgrades. Finally, we have A-bombs coming.
A town is under siege.
At last. Those are going to be a big help. Necro going to be taken out. Oh, attack towards the peasants. Could do good work here. Carrion Swarm Nova. Where is it? Not doing it. And now peasants getting ready for the third base. There's also something Labby has to scout for. Or maybe not. I guess they're just long distance mining. Not enough resources for Infi right now to commit to this. It looks like he has given up on the tanks. There's only 1 left, if I see that right. Carrion Swarm Nova, there we go. 2 kills. 3 kills on the peasants. More experience, a little bit for the heroes. Infi coming around from the other side with the flank. Ooh, a lot of damage on the statues. That's very valuable. Taking out statues would be huge. Statue there, not saved.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Infi absolutely does not have a great answer against abominations. Lots of Breath of Fire over time, though, could be the answer, maybe. Panda level 5 would be a sick level up, but he is not close at all. Nail-biter game here on map 3. Double mana potion on the Dreadlord, by the way. And the peasants over here looking very hurt. Nova, triple kill. DK getting closer to 5. Carrion Swarm threatening the flying machines. No third base though still. Ghoul scouting for a third. Labby playing this late game much better than the early game, I would say. Not too many statues left. One wagon protecting the main. Tanks are no longer on the list of priorities. We'd love to see a third staff here for the Pally. Don't know if it's on cooldown.
A player's forces are under attack.
Labby did want to take a fight here for a while. One statue goes down. Denied. Mains are running dry in just a moment. Half a minute. Nova Carrion Swarm. Could be used here. A lot of AoE damage coming in with that. Plus, of course, the Disease Cloud. Some gyros can be picked off here and there. And look at the DK. He's almost level 5. Couple of kills and he'll have it. Oh, big damage. Frost Nova. Huge DPS. But the staffs can try to keep the knights alive. Save one by one. His Necro's going down. No third base still on either side. Lich has to start eating units with Dark Ritual. A-bombs give you full mana for only 240 gold. It's a super cheap ultra mana potion. Should definitely eat one of these A-bombs. Carrion Swarm. 2 more kills. Eats the A-bomb. Look at that. Full mana on the Lich. Booyah. So, good to know that Labby is aware of this possibility. And the Water Elemental gives level 5. Main bases running out. High upkeep for Labby. More A-bombs. This natural, not running for too much longer. This one is still up for quite a while. Pushing down to the main base. Labby doesn't have a TP. Oh no, he does. On the Death Knight, actually. Acolyte's dying in the main base, not the end of the world. Haunted is getting unsummoned as we speak. Good play by Infi though, not losing any units. Just a Watch Elemental, that's a bit more experience. 5, 5, 4 levels. Very, very strong on Labby. The ultra late game heroes might save him again. Knight Gyros. Good against Fiend Destroyer, not so amazing against A-bombs. Ghoul's always keeping an eye on this third base over here. And this gold mine still running for 3 minutes. Labby back to 80 supply. They're both refusing to fully commit to a fight. Carrion Swarm getting some more kills. Labby is kiting back, using the strength of the aura here, and trying to play around the cooldowns. Oh, one Fiend goes down. Could be a second one following. Carrion Swarm gets one more kill. A lot of units here very hurt. Cannibalize would be a worthwhile investment as well. It's the A-bomb. More mana returned. Panda still far from the level 5. DK is on level 5 on the other hand. Needs to use the coil. Full mana on the Death Knight. Heat Scroll being committed. Being used on both sides, in fact. Peasants chilling over here. DK, use your mana, buddy. Heal that A-bomb. We have the third base now being attempted. I don't know if the tank is still alive somewhere. Doesn't seem like it is. It looks like Labby is pulling ahead. I mean, Clearly he's pulling ahead. He's got the longer mining base. Labby, I was very critical of in the early game. I think rightfully so. But here in this late game he's doing well. The mass A-bombs working out. And there's no money left to really go into something like Griffins. Lich on level 6. What is his skill? I always advocate for frost armor, but nobody ever does it. Oh, Fiends now going down pretty quickly. One being saved here with the coil. DK now out of mana. DK finds himself surrounded, but he's got the TP to get away. Carrion Swarm, and with that all the gyros are gone, and the destroyers can now take over. More knights are falling, and it seems like Labby has done it. Just like 2 play days ago against Sok, where he lost the first map, it seems like on map 2 and 3, the victory will be his. 6, 5, 4, crazy hero levels here. And the third base now basically up, and Infi calls for the GG, and Labby gets the comeback. Beating out Infi today, Labby gets the second point for Team Happy.